Just waiting for some people to come in the room. We shall get started. Quiet night tonight. Just chilling, waiting for some people. Looks like someone is in here. Welcome in. Just chilling, waiting for some people to come in. I'm a little early tonight, a little bit earlier than usual. Welcome in, whoever's in here. Just chilling. Waiting for some people to show up. Seems like it's a slow night tonight. Waiting for some people to come in the room. Got this beautiful poured copper bar. HD Donna Lowrider. He's recently returned to the community. So he poured that. Showing 9 people in the room. No one seems to be talking. Waiting for some people. What's going on, people? Maybe I gotta do a giveaway or something to get people to start talking here. Man. I don't know what's going on tonight. I'll just wait here until some people get in the room. Just chilling. What's going on, HD? Finally, someone. Welcome in, man. Recognize this? This is one of your pores, brother. Check it out. Still got it. Stack that gold. What's going on, Charles? Good to see you. Welcome back in. Appreciate you stopping by. So how do you guys like the precious metal prices? PM prices are down. So that's always a good thing for buying. I'm gonna wait. I get paid in a few days. I'm hoping the prices will continue to go down until then. Hope to pick up some more gold, maybe some silver even. What's going on, Transient? Yeah, HD poured that. HD, I don't know if you want people reaching out to you, man, but he does an amazing job. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Look at those pore lines. Well, I guess from the mold. But yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, he does an amazing job, and his prices are unbeatable. I'm upset with myself for not sticking to my plan for last week. Yeah, I'm glad I went to the LCS yesterday and I didn't end up not buying anything. So I think it was a blessing in disguise, you know. Yeah, I've had this already a couple years. I've left it out. It hasn't really toned up too much. So must be pretty pure copper that he uses too. I've literally left it out for like 2 years maybe. So hasn't really oxidized that much. Whereas this thing I got maybe like a year ago, it's already starting to tone up a little bit. So there you go, brother. Reach out to HD Donna Lowrider. He will hook you up. He has some amazing pours, all different sizes and shapes. He will give you a great deal. I guarantee you cannot get a better deal on poured copper. He's told yourself to sell 100 ounces of silver. If it got past 100, you froze somewhat. I think a lot of people did. I think a lot of people are expecting it to go higher, and I do think silver is going to go higher. I really sincerely do. I think it's making a correction now because it was going up way too quickly, way too fast, and I don't know where the bottom's going to be, but I think we'll see in the next week or so what it does. If it starts to hover at a new high, then that might be an opportunity of where you want to buy. It might stay at that for a little bit and then it might go up, it might go down, but I don't know. I think it might go up again. I have a feeling it's going to go up, but we shall see. So how are things in so now you're glad you sold some gold and silver, Transient. That's good. Yeah. I'm thinking about all these bullion dealers who bought their stuff pretty high. I mean, I guess they just bite the bullet and they just start buying more stuff at a lower price point. And they kind of even, bullion dealers work on extremely low margins. So I'm guessing what they're going to be doing now is buying a lot on the next couple days at a much lower price point, kind of taking a little bit of a loss on the more expensive stuff and making a higher profit on the cheaper stuff, so it evens out. But yeah, I'd never want to be a bullion dealer. I know someone in here, I think it was Ben Sherman, who said he wanted to possibly get into having his own LCS. What's going on, No Good Noob? I think most coin shops are going to increase premiums for a little while. Yeah, exactly. They got to recoup their cost of precious metals that they purchased at a higher spot price. That's exactly right. What's going on, Jerry, man? Good to see you in. Always good to see you, brother. I think so. Stacked that gold. The actual supply was low, so they had to. Yeah, it was. It is. It still is. I hope it's still down when I get back in March. Transient, why don't you buy some stuff in the Philippines, man? get some get some Philippine gold. Get that high carat gold there. They love it. Premiums hurt us. What's going on, Joe? Different Joe. Well, he's on vacation there, but I mean he's from the U.S., but he's in the Philippines right now on vacation. So yeah, I wish I was in the Philippines about now. It's about, I don't know what the temperature is here. Probably not more than 20 degrees. Went out today in the freezing cold weather. Wasn't good. What's the temperature there, transient? It's like 75 degrees or something, or more. I don't know if Aka sent you a video recently about Philippine gold. He probably sent it to you. I'm back in the US for some paperwork. I live in Tacloban City, Philippines. My wife is still there. Awesome place to live. Best life ever. It's only 86 degrees, only 86. There we go. You gotta share something in common. Yeah, I think his wife is from the Philippines too, transient. So, oh, okay. I'm in New York too, Charles. Where in New York are you, if you don't mind me asking? It's in the low tens here. 24 in North Carolina. Wow, 4 inches of snow. That's pretty extreme. Oh yeah, right. You're in Rochester. I remember now. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, had a lot of friends from Rochester in college. I still keep in contact with maybe one of them. I might go swimming later. I would be going swimming too if it was 86 degrees. My friend's down in Florida now on the West Coast. He's saying it's like in the 70s and 80s there. So he's somewhere near St. Petersburg. Yeah, other parts of Florida I heard are pretty cold right now. So it really depends where you are. Yeah, I would not want to be up in Rochester in the winter time. I was already in Buffalo in the winter. You guys get the lake effect snow up there, so I actually like it though. I don't mind it. But February, I think, was probably the worst month up there. It used to be very windy. I remember in February, and you guys get the snow up there, so usually December, January, it snows a lot, but it's pretty calm for the most part. But February, it's always very windy. I remember it being very windy there. What's going on? World free speech. I don't know what that means. Are you an AI? What does that mean? I'm trying to decipher what you're trying to type here. So yeah, so it might be a good buying opportunity. I'm gonna kind of wait till the dust clears and see what's going on with precious metals. College here in New York was a big POT of upstate, downstate, New York City, and Long Island. They're all different names for soda, pop, sub, hoagie, grinder. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there was a lot of people from all over the state up there too. Yeah, I'd say it was like maybe there weren't that many people from New York City or Long Island. I'd say maybe like 15-20% tops. And we had a lot of people from Rochester. I say about maybe about a third of the people I went to school with were from Rochester. Some of them even commuted. My friends stood in the dorm though. A couple of my friends, and sometimes they go back on the weekend. But I remember like my first year in the dorm, like half the people, well, maybe not half, maybe like at least a third were probably from like Rochester. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jerry. I mean, it's just like I said, what goes up must come down. It was just going up way too quickly, too fast. It had to go back down. There's no way. People are like, oh, it's gonna go to $200 an ounce, this and that. I'm like, no, it's not. I mean, I think it will end the year higher, silver. I really do. I think it's gonna maybe it's gonna go up to about 125 ish. I could see that. You know, this is just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Let me put that disclaimer out there. But I do think it will go back up again by the end of the year. But it's anyone's best guess. Yeah. I started collect old 5 pesos gold colored coins and an old 1 peso. You talking about Philippine gold, Philippine pesos? I have some old 80% silver US Philippine pesos. You know, I saw in on Bullion Exchange's website they actually had a couple Philippine pesos gold coins from like I don't remember what years. It was like the 1800s, like or maybe even 1700s. It's all good, man. I think Charles. I think the next time it goes over 100, you know, pull the trigger, man. I think it will. I think it will go to back to over 100 this year. I could easily see it happening. Yeah, I remember one time I was at an LCS and a woman came in and she had like a gold Philippine coin from like around the turn of the century. And that guy I don't go to anymore. He was an asshole. And I was just asking about the coin. I wasn't trying to buy it or anything. I was just curious because I saw it was gold out and it was something I've never seen before. I was like, oh, I'm like, where's that coin from? She's like, oh, it's from the Philippines, you know? She's telling me about it. And then he's like, if you buy anything if you from her, you're done. You're banned or something. I was like, what? I said, I'm just asking her about the coin. Like I said, I don't want the coin. I said it's something I've never seen before, you know? I'm not trying to like, you know, take your business over like a gold like one little gold coin, you know. It's crazy. That guy has some issues. I don't want to convert back to cash unless I want to buy some assets. And that's what I was thinking about doing. I was thinking about maybe liquidating even some of my gold to buy real estate. I think there is going to be a real estate bubble popping this year. I could definitely see it coming. Um, but I'm going to wait and see what happens with PM prices. I mean, if they go up some crazy amount, I heard people are talking all sorts of crazy nonsense. Gold's gonna go to $10,000 by the end of the year. I mean, I can't see it going that high. There's no way. Maybe 6,000, maybe a 60 something hundred. I can't see it going past 7,000 the end of the year. No way. Douglas MacArthur. Nice. I think real estate is going to come down. A lot of people struggling to keep their homes. A lot of people living in, I don't know, debt. Oh, debt, probably. Yeah, I definitely think the same thing, HD. It seems like there's a lot of people struggling right now, and home prices are starting to soften up in a lot of parts of Florida. I know right now. My friend was gonna buy something, and then the hurricane hit a couple years ago, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it." And now I think he's also waiting to see. He sees the market starting to get a little softer. Someone's sleepy. I don't know who's sleepy. Are you sleepy, Alex? Because I'm not. If you live in Tacloban, you probably visited the site where MacArthur came ashore. I shall return. And he did return after the war. Oh man. Yeah, he's a good general. I've been to Jollibee, Charles. They have Jollibee here in New York City. I don't know if they have any up there. They probably don't have any up there. What's going on, Spoke, man? Good to see you. What's going on, brother? You sold at the right time on the yesterday. You sold some stuff, right? Price is going down further right now. So you might have you might have offloaded it at the right time. Take what you could get before it goes down even lower, right? Yeah, I didn't think they had a Jollibee in Rochester. Although my friend from Rochester is actually Asian, but he's not he's not Filipino. A few things sold, some today too. Nice. I don't know what you have for sale. If you got any vintage, let me know, man. I'm always looking to buy some vintage. You offer some really great prices. I've been selling off and on for the last few weeks. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you did too, man. I know you've been wanting to get some gold, so with the stuff that you sold off, if you still got that fiat, man, wait till the prices start to even out, and see what happens. Look at this. Gold is down $328 an ounce. It's at 4,561. The last time I bought gold was when I got this thing. Well, that's not true. That's not 100% true. I did purchase a 1/4 ounce AGE. I sold some silver though to buy it, so my dollar cost average is actually a bit lower. But when I purchased this with mostly cash and trade in, I purchased it around 4,600 an ounce. So yeah, it's a little bit lower now. It is what it is. It's actually hard to find coin, silver, gold stackers in Rochester, even in New York. Why I'm happy to just chat. Yeah, man. There we're out here. We are out here. I used to go to my guy. He's not a nice person, but there was another YouTuber here located by me, and I don't think he knew I was a YouTuber, but I knew he was a YouTuber. I could tell by his voice. I knew who he was. I'm not gonna name any names. I don't think he's active anymore though. But yeah, there's definitely people all over. Definitely. It was nice one time I went into an LC I went into his place, and there was a group of like four or five of us just like talking about different, precious metals, different coins, different series, and it was good to have people who share your passion. It's not always easy, like you said, to find people like that. So that's why it's great you have different forums, you have YouTube, and different platforms you could communicate and get in touch with people who share this passion. So yeah, it's great, man. I love YouTube. I love this community. It's the best community on YouTube. I'm gonna make you a mod, Kelly. Let's do that. Charles, I mean, sorry. Was that dollar cost averaging with your app or your brain? I have pretty much I keep an Excel spreadsheet of everything I purchased and the price that I purchased it at. So probably about 99% of my stack I have a price of what I paid for it. I started doing that with watches that I purchased, and once I started stacking, I said, "Hey, let me keep a track of what I paid for it." So I don't really know my dollar cost average. I could probably figure it out because I do have the costs that I paid. But the thing is, I purchased vintage silver bars mostly. I'm big into vintage silver as far as my silver. So, back when silver was like 25 bucks an ounce, I was paying $40 an ounce for vintage. And a lot of people thought I was crazy spending 40, $50 an ounce for vintage, you know? So every day more and more of this stuff gets melted down and it becomes more and more rare, becomes rarer. So, I'm looking at the long term. I'm making a long term play for, both silver and gold. I'm not, obviously I sold this year and last year I sold some silver off and even some gold to trade for other gold. But overall, I'm not going to be selling much more silver this year unless it really goes crazy. What's going on, Brian? No, this is not. This is just. There's someone in. I don't know if he's still in here. HD Dyna Lowrider. He does these pours of copper, and you guys can reach out to him. He does these amazing pours of copper, and his prices are unbeatable for poured bars. Whoa. Yeah, it's all good, Brian. What's going on, Joseph? Good to see you. What's going on, OC? What's happening, man? I bet you're not happy with that gold you just bought, right? You're losing money, man. You got, you got to offload that gold, man, before it goes down any further. What is my favorite vintage bar? Um, I'd probably say my first pieces of vintage. I bought two 5 ounce Inglehard sequentially numbered bars. So those are probably my favorite pieces of vintage silver. I also like Homestake Mining. I also have two sequential Homestake Mining bars from 1978. So those are some of my favorite vintage silver pieces, I'd say. Um, this one is like what is it, 4.2 ounces, it says, or 1.2. I can't even read that. I'm so blind. It's like it says 1.2, I think, right? We could wait. We could. Feels heavier. Maybe it is 4.2. I don't know. I think it's 1.2. I'm losing my mind here. Yeah, it's 1.2. Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much 20 ounces, as we just saw. HD, man, drop your email if you want. These people seem like they're interested in buying some copper. HD does these copper pours, man. He does amazing work, and his prices are insanely great, insanely good. See that, OC? I'm so happy to see HD Donna back, man. I'm really happy to see you back, brother. I went to the dark web version of Instagram. I saw things you'll never imagine. What'd you see, Joseph? What's going on, Block Blockers? Nice. That's awesome, Spoke. HD was pouring copper before anybody I know on YouTube. He's the OG. Yeah. So much evilness and bad things going on in the world, guys. We got to try to change that. Those of us who can try to make things good. Try to do it, man. Try to try to give back when you can. Pay it forward. I'm not selling and I'm not showing any. I'm just showing a few pieces. This is just background decoration for me. What I'm showing. I'm not selling anything. But if you're interested in copper pours, you can reach out to HD Donna Lowrider. He does some amazing work. He did this copper pour for me a few years ago, and I left it out. And look at it; it hasn't even really toned up or tarnished that much. It's still pretty good after a few years. Custom stamped it for me. Yup, we're just hanging out, talking about whatever. I can't believe gold is going down so much, and silver too. It's crazy. I knew there'd be a correction, but I didn't think it'd be this much. And this is only after a couple days. I mean, I can't even imagine what it's going to be by the end of the week. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. Nice. That's cool, Jared. Yeah, I've been on Whatnot. I used to buy a lot from Silver Bar Stacker. He used to sell vintage, but he kind of quit for about a year. He's taking a break. But yeah, I bought stuff when Whatnot first started. I was buying a lot of stuff at some great prices. Now it's become very popular. It's harder to get deals, but you could still get some deals on Whatnot once in a while. What's going on, Mo? Yup, you said it. You said it, Mo. If you are smart, you don't show your whole hand. I myself lost the majority of my stack in bad boning accident. Damn, Brian. You sound like my guy, Coyote Grad Collectibles. He also lost it in I think in a boating accident as well. I don't know how that happens. I don't know why people are taking precious metals on water with them, to be honest. um, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm not making fun of it at all, but it's kind of strange because my friend lost his gold in very similar circumstances. I saw things that's not even reportable on the news. What'd you see, Joseph? Why don't you report it to us? I saw that. I saw you wrote that, Joseph. That doesn't surprise me. Why would that surprise you? Why would a group of terrorists in Gaza with AKs surprise you? Whatever. What is that? They look so good in the sun. It's fun to watch them shimmer. They melt ice so well. Joseph saw a lot of things. He's seen a werewolf. He's seen gray aliens. He's seen a lot. He's seen the Mandela effect. What else have you seen, Joseph? Tell us about your tell us what else you've seen. He's trying to look for ayahuasca so he won't get attacked by werewolves. What else? What else, Joseph? Did I miss anything? Did I forget anything? uh how's the weather? I don't know. It's probably about 15 degrees or less. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's 8 degrees here right now. How do you like that, OC? Anyone asks where my gold is, I tell them it's at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, most of my precious metals I leave in a secure facility. The reason why I mostly show these three because I keep a few on with me on site here, but most 99.9% of what I have I don't keep with me. So, you know, I have all sorts of security measures in place. So your gold's on the way from the Perth Mint. Nice. Where are you from, Simple? Are you in Australia? I love Perth Mint. I think Perth Mint and the Royal Canadian Mint are the two best mints in the world. Brisbane, you're in Brisbane? Nice. Welcome in. I have a lot of Aussies watching my channel. Check it out. So simple. I'm in the US. I'm in New York City. But look what I have here. Got some Bundy. Got some Bundy, mate. Bet you bet you're surprised to see this. Exactly. I got other security measures though, which I'm not gonna name. I haven't been drinking anything. I've just been drinking water. That's it. It's not open. I have three silvers after the boning thing. I keep two in my pocket, and one is my wife's fur burger for safekeeping. Uh, I love Perth mint stuff. You can see here in my background, Perth Mint. What'd you get? What'd you end up getting? Lunar Mint, the new Kookaburra. What'd you end up getting from the Perth Mint, if I might ask? 30-day return window, easy peasy. That's how it is here in Canada. What'd you get from the Perth Mint? I'm kind of curious. 100-gram cast bars. Nice, mate. Nice. Yeah, I got a vintage 10-ounce Perth Mint bar from the 80s. I got a transitional bar between the B and the C variant. It's a very rare low mintage bar. And I got a 1 ounce, the 1 ounce the Perth Mint, like what is it, the Swan bars? They use leftover lunar, whatever they don't make for the lunar series, they use leftovers to make those. I really like the Perth Mint. I got a 10-ounce Perth Mint bar too. A more, well, my friend considers it vintage. It's the left facing swan. So I got one of those as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a kangaroo, right? Yeah, it's a kangaroo, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, the ones with the kangaroo on the back, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Old bootleg bottle. It's from the post office, retail, 30-day return window. I have a 1 ounce and 10-ounce bash bar. Nice, Brian. I love bash. Yeah, I have a couple of the or however you say it, bash. I say bash bars, 1 ounce. I also have a 10-ounce one. You could check out some of my older videos if you filter it by time. A lot of my earlier stuff, I did a lot of vintage bar reviews, and yeah, I got some bash bars as well. I've been slowing down on my silver purchases the last couple years. I really like vintage though. That's mostly what I get when it comes to silver. You're looking for rhodium? That's interesting. I don't know. Rhodium's a bit high right now. It's not something that's easily traded. I don't think there's too much industrial usage for rhodium. I think they use it for like the tips, the nibs of your pens on some pens. They coat it in rhodium. I don't really know the practical application of rhodium, to be honest. Maybe they used it for catalytic converters as well. What's going on, IBG? Welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, rhodium is hard to get in bullion form. I bought palladium last year and I sold it, or maybe a year and a half, something like that. I might actually buy, if it keeps going down, I might actually buy another ounce of palladium soon, just for the hell of it. Just to diversify. It's good to diversify your metals. So yeah, I'd say if you want rhodium, go for it. If you could find it, why not, right? But yeah, I think it's pretty hard to get. I've never seen rhodium in a bar form. It's used to make white gold. That ran up years ago. It was up to 30K. Yeah, I think Salivate Metals actually bought some when it was pretty high. Or he didn't sell it when it was really high, and now I think he lost money on it. What's going on, Starboy? Not too bad, man. Did everyone buy the dip? Nope, I didn't buy the dip. Yes, unity, exactly. We're all humans. I'm waiting for it to go further. I'm looking for 12 p.m. after 12 p.m. in a small town. Maybe I'll use Rhodium. You know what? It's funny you should say toilet paper because I just bought a shitload, pun intended. I just bought like a 36 pack. It was on sale. I was like, I already have about a 2 month supply, but I'm gonna get another like 3 months supply worth or more. I was like, all right, yeah, can never have enough toilet paper, right? Were we rating Hidalgo? What are you talking about? Who's Hidalgo? You talking about the lost city of Hidalgo? What? I don't know. Damn, one roll left. I got about 50 rolls left. My best vintage bar is a 10-ounce Engelhard First Series. Wow, Brian, man, congratulations, brother. That is awesome. Those first series bars are not easy to come by. They go for buku money. That is awesome. I don't know what my most valuable bar is. I really don't know. I'm trying to think what it would be. Probably just because it's 25 ounces. That would probably I have a 25-ounce Cascade bar I got last year for $1,000, and I'm happy I got it when I did. Hidalgo's a horse who never lost a long distance race. Okay, good to know. I doubt there will be a crash. I mean, it's gone down about $1,000 already. The price of gold. Silver's gone down. What? What? About $40, $50 already. Um, seems seems like it's already taken place. In case you haven't checked the current price of precious metals yet. I got it from my LCS when the big boss was out, and I said I'll give you 300 for it. I didn't know what it was, and obviously, rather, neither did the minion. Wow, that was awesome. That was awesome. I completely agree, Cody. Gold is, well, I wouldn't consider it an investment. I consider it a hedge against inflation. But absolutely, you're absolutely right. Welcome back, Transient. That is awesome, Brian. That is awesome. I wish I had a first series Engelhard. I think my friend from, I think Silverstruck, I don't know if he has one also, or he doesn't. I don't even think he has one in his stack. I don't know if you watch Silverstruck. He's big into vintage, especially Engelhard, and I don't even think he has a first series Engelhard. Do you still holding silver? You mean, am I still holding silver? Yeah, I am. I've sold a little bit, but the majority of my silver I have not sold. Yeah, I know you did a video about that, Spoke, an investment and a hedge. I get it. It can be considered an investment. I'm not disagreeing with you. You sold almost all your silver. Damn, Transient. Well, I guess you might have sold it at the right time, right? If you sold it right before it went down, you probably did a good thing. If you needed the money. Okay, that's good, 420. Yeah, precious metals is a long-term hold, guys. It's not, you can't have the crypto mentality when it comes to precious metals. you can't expect to hold it for a year and it shoot up and then try to make a quick buck. It doesn't work like that with precious metals. Precious metals is a long-term play. You got to be in it for the long term. I keep telling people, you look at 100-year price of silver and gold and it has only gone up over time. Yes, there are dips, it goes up and down, but in general over time it goes up. It's not like crypto that goes up and then it goes down. So precious metals are a good hedge against inflation. I use it for that. I use it for my retirement. That's my goal. I use silver and gold to trade for other gold as well. This year I'm going to try to trade gold for gold. I'm going to try to buy gold at or below spot, and then trade it for gold that I want. That's my strategy. I'm not sure how much do you keep percentage wise savings to precious metals ratio. I put a lot of my savings into precious metals. I'll be honest with you. I put money in my 401k. I'd rather not say what percentage, but a large majority of my funds after I pay my expenses every month goes into precious metals. A majority of it. I never hold gold for a long time. I only swing trade. Okay, I mean, that's your prerogative. If you want to do that, that's fine. You're entitled to do that, but you've seen the price of gold since I started stacking in since I started buying gold in probably 2021. Well, I started stacking silver initially and then I got into gold, but I started when gold was about $1,750 an ounce for gold. So it's gone up dramatically in just a few years. But, you know, to each their own. If they want to do that, that's their prerogative. I think it's you're missing out. If you just hold the goal for a longer amount of time, you'll realize much more gains if you just hold on to it. But I get it. People get it for to try to make a quick buck, and I don't agree with that strategy. But everyone's entitled to do what they want. For people that like vintage, what should we teach about 1892 3 Columbian Exposition or vintage Colombian, Cuban, Philippine, German? Your thoughts? Um, I don't know. I don't really buy too many of those coins, to be honest. I don't have a Columbian Exposition coin from around that time. Um, if you're talking about vintage coins or vintage silver or vintage gold, I mean, I'm not sure exactly. I just subscribed. Who else is here that isn't subscribed? Appreciate that, Brian. Thank you so much. My fifth grade teacher's husband went overseas to buy a 1979 Krugerrand. We were all amazed by it. Nice. I think I have a 1978 one, and I traded it for other gold coins a couple years ago from someone who purchased it in 1978. GD saving the past. He's a YouTuber. He doesn't make much content anymore, but he's retired. He used to be a jeweler. Um, I think it's good to have some of those coins to teach for teaching history, especially to the younger generation. It's interesting, some of those coins. All because coin shops buy at melt, not rarity, so it can destroy our hobby. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's kind of true. Well, that's why it's good to. I think it's good to buy vintage now because, like I said, and like you alluded to, a lot of this stuff is getting melted down, and over time there's going to be less and less of it, so it's going to become rarer and rarer. That's why whenever I get anything Barber, this is the only junk silver I really stack. I'm not really into junk silver that much. But the only junk silver I really stack is Barbers because the survival estimates, if you look at PCGS, at the survival estimates of these things, they're extremely low. And it's getting harder and harder to find them. So I think, like you were alluding to, I mean, I think it's good to get some of those things now, especially if you're younger or if you have children, you could pass it down to. Because I think they might go up in value significantly as time progresses. Look at Morgan and Peace Towers. I mean, like 30 years ago, they weren't going for that much money, and then during the pandemic, all of a sudden they shot up in price a lot. Now, I mean, just because of the silver content alone, it's gone up. But I definitely think it's good to get into if you don't have a lot of money to try to buy something like a Barber, nickel or Barber dime or Barber quarter or any type of silver, what we call junk silver or constitutional silver from around that time, the turn of the century, because it's only going to get harder as time progresses to get. Yeah, I really like Peace Towers too. Dub C has a lot of exotic historical coins, very nice. I'm sure you have a lot of things you don't show as well. Yeah, Dub C has a lot of nice stuff. He has about 8 Krugerrands. He has a lot of sovereigns. He has a lot of his coins loose. I like to keep mine in capsules to protect them because when you resell them, dealers tend to pay a bit more for coins that are in nicer condition. So I try to keep my coins in as nice a condition as possible. But yeah, WC definitely is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to coins and precious metals in general. What's going on, Milburn? Good to see you. Gold and silver coins can blow some tiny little mines, 90%. I've loaded up on when I didn't have enough money. Dime was worth 810, 10, 810 quarter, 20 and a half, 40, 50. That's good. Yeah, prices are going up. Literally, probably about a month and a half ago, I bought a lot of these. I bought a dozen of them for 55 a piece and I ended up selling them. I sold them for a quick buck. I mean, I just sold them for like 60 bucks a piece. I didn't make much money. And then the price shot up for silver. you know, I just kept a couple of them that I thought were really nice. So, yeah, there's definitely I submitted to NGC some of these for grading, Morgan and Peace Towers, and I bought them for 35 a piece, and each one cost 25 bucks to grade. So that's all in. I'm $60, right? The melt on that is now still about 70 bucks on it right now. So yeah, I'm still winning. Nah, I don't really care, Charles. You know what? You know what I did last year? I had 200-ounce Scottsdale stackers, and I sold it at 39 an ounce. I'm not kicking myself because with that money, I was able to get this with the profits. I basically got this for free, and some other gold as well, and some cash I still had left over. So, am I sorry I sold it at 39 an ounce? A little bit, but Did I know gold was gonna go over $100 an ounce? I mean, silver was gonna go over $100 an ounce. I didn't know that. Nobody knew. I thought maybe it would go to 50 by the end of the year, but so I lost out $20,000. Big deal, right? Did I know? I reinvested it in other precious metals. So could I have made a higher profit margin because silver went up more than gold? Yeah, I could have. But did I know it was going to do that? No, nobody really knows where it's going to go. And that's the thing. You never know where it's going to go. That's why when you should have it, you should stack it long term because it will go up over time. Long term, it will only go up. I don't look at the short term. Yeah, I sell stuff in the short term to buy stuff for the long term. I converted a lot of my silver into gold last year that I didn't want. I sold over 350 ounces of silver last year. And most of that I bought gold with. What's going on, avocado man? Yeah, only 20 grand. That's all. uh, Silver is now at 71.74 an ounce, according to Kitco. So now it's 72.86. I just refreshed it. So yeah, it's a lot lower than 85 now. Nothing, avocado. I'm just chilling, man. Chilling like a villain. Waiting for the prices to bottom out so I could buy some more silver and gold, man. That's what I advise you guys to do. I'm not a financial advisor, it's just my opinion. But if you guys are looking to pick up some gold and silver, see if the prices start to bottom out, if they start to go down and then they start to go up a little, if it acts like a little seesaw, we might have a new price, where it's settling at. So might be an opportunity to pick up some PMs at a good price compared to what they've been recently. Thing is, I buy gold for 15 to 20 years ahead. No one should buy gold as a short-term investment. I agree, Simple Smith, but there's other people in here that would disagree with you. Everyone buys it for their own reason. My girl is a fan, bro. She's a fan of what, gold or my channel? Oh, I appreciate that, avocado. Thank you. I was mad at the coin store where I bought my first silver coins because he ripped me off, charged me 20 an ounce. Doesn't seem too bad now. Exactly. Just bought a Lunar Year Blue Dragon 128th ounce gold for 180. Congratulations, Rays. That's awesome, man. Wonder what premiums at coin shops are going to be. I think they're going to start to go up, obviously, because they have to recoup their costs for the spot price going down. So there's definitely going to be higher premiums you're going to be paying for a while until they could start getting in inventory at lower costs. There's no more buying groups anymore. What do you mean there's no more buying groups in the US? This is a historical drop and there is zero reason for it. It's called price manipulation. That's what I think is happening right now. I think this is just my opinion. I think there's countries such as China and Russia who want the price to go up, and I think there's other countries in the West, including the US, who want the price to go down. And I think there's right now there's a war going on with precious metals. So I think that's what's playing out right now. We'll see what happens. It's definitely I think a lot of it is FOMO too. There's a lot of FOMO going on right now as well that's causing an unnatural demand for silver. It's an artificial demand for silver. There is a 5-year backlog of silver, but it just made things worse. It just compounded it with a lot of people from crypto getting into precious metals. And I think a lot of people are starting to have buyer's remorse, and they're probably dumping their silver right now and gold and precious metals because they think it's a pump and dump, much like crypto. So I think there's a lot of panic buying and selling right now. I think there was a lot of panic buying that drove prices up, and I think there's a lot of panic selling right now that's causing prices to drop. That's part of the reason why it's going up and down as well. How come they don't monetize great coin people anymore? I don't know. Trying. I've been on this thing for a few years already. People, I get no love. We used to buy in groups like a fraternity. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. I'd love to do something like that. If we could get some people together, pool our money together, buy it from someone reputable, get a discount for buying in bulk, that would be cool. They were saying it was partly because of Trump nominated for the new Fed chairman. I think that comes into play as well. I think geopolitics is definitely a big factor as well in the price. There's a lot of factors. Seen and know a lot of people selling silver. Yeah, there's a lot of people buying, there's a lot of people selling. Precious metals are the future. Crypto is a fake. That coin people may or may not trust for the AI value. But all the gold was gone from the shops. Yeah, it's getting. I went to my LCS on Saturday, and he didn't have much gold for sale either. It's crazy, right? I'm starting. I'm starting to see gold dry up more than I am silver, which is kind of odd. What's my PayPal? Nah, man, don't give me any money, man. I don't have PayPal. I have Cash App and Venmo. I don't want anyone giving me any money. I don't ask people for any money. I don't want people to give me any money. When I get monetized, I'm basically gonna donate whatever revenue I get after taxes. I'm just gonna give away. I'm just gonna buy precious metals, silver and gold, and whatever I can, and just give it away. I'm not trying to do YouTube to get monetized or, try to make money from YouTube. And I understand people who do that. I have nothing against that. I personally don't need the money that badly. So, yeah, I appreciate your sentiment though. When I get monetized, you could donate. How about that? Unobtainium. Said supply, even my LCS wanted to pay me so much for silver. Yeah, it's crazy. A couple of weeks ago, I went to my LCS when silver was at $103, and he basically I sold him American Silver Eagles for spot. And I bought gold for 3.5% over spot. I bought a 1/4 ounce AGE. So he gave me $412 for that. He gave me $75 I sold a Morgan for, and he subtracted at the time it was $1,280 for an AGE. So he subtracted the 412 and the 75, and whatever was left over I paid in cash for the AGE. But yeah, I noticed that some gold is starting to dry up a little bit. What's going on, Seago? I couldn't believe my LCS was charging like $130 for an ASC. I mean, that's just insane. That's just that's just profiteering right now. Dry gold is the worst. I would sell out to mining stocks and everything else. The COMEX paper price is not the true selling price of silver. Look at the Asian market price. How can they be so different? The reason why the Asian market is different is because they're not exporting their silver anymore. So, because they're doing that, before China limited their exporting of their silver, you have to be an extremely large company to export silver out of China. So, very few people exporting. So, before this, about 75% of the silver that was refined in the world was sent to China for refining. Now that percentage has significantly dropped. So China is not getting any silver anymore. And China, I guess you can say, is probably was probably the global hub in Asia for silver, aside maybe from India. But China was a large hub for silver. So the supply of silver is not coming into Asia anymore because of China's stupid restriction on not, exporting silver, and to their detriment, it's driving up the price of silver. It's basic economics. It's supply and demand. The supply is going down, and the demand is either at the same or increasing. You're going to have a price increase. So that's why you're seeing a price differential compared to the spot price in the US, and it's to their detriment. Now you see what's going on with the price of silver. China tried to artificially keep it high, and there's other forces at play right now that are trying to bring it down in price. So their strategy did not work. I think you're going to see very soon, if prices continue to go down, a reversal in China's policy as far as exporting silver. Stopped by Harry's last week, and all the cases were empty except for a little constitutional, ancients, and a little dust. Wow. That is crazy, IBG. I remember seeing videos of Harry's cases like chock full of silver. That's crazy. How long before silver hits 100 an ounce? It's anyone's best guess, but I do think it's going to go back up by the end of the year, but it's anyone's best guess. It might go back up by Wednesday. You might be right, Avocado. It's anyone's best guess. I'm pissed when I moved back from Philippines. I had my retirement account invested there. I brought back 50 Benjis for my first month back. Nice. You gotta have money to make money. That's what they say, right? People bought the dip. And that's the thing. A lot of new people getting in, they see the price going up, so they start buying, right? That's not the time to buy, guys, okay? This is just my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with me. But when you see the price of silver and other precious metals going up, what you want to do is hold, or if you want to play the GSR ratio, to trade one for another, that's a good idea. But not usually a good time to buy unless it's something you really want. And if you're doing it for long term, then yeah, buy it. But I think basically wait another day or two, see where the price is going. If it keeps going down, wait till it bottoms out and it starts to go up again. And that's when you want to buy. That's the day when it starts to go up again. That's the day that you want to start buying again. But that's just my opinion. Charles, if you wanna send me something, like a little something, please do not send me anything much. Uh, you could look at my tab, my my description, and I have my address there, or my email. If you want to mail me something, if you want to send me something, that's fine. But please do not, you know, please do not send me anything that's worth that much. I don't need it, and I appreciate the sentiment. I really do. That's very nice of you. ISM Manufacturing PMI, Reserve Bank of Australia monetary policy meeting. Simple. I remember watching a video of someone asking how much in gold reserves do they have in Australia, and this guy, I think he was the chairman of the Reserve Bank of Australia or something, and he's like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. It's the same thing here in the U.S. You know, they started talking about doing an audit of Fort Knox. That's where the U.S. keeps the majority of its gold, allegedly. Um, some people don't think we have any gold in there. Some people think we have very little. And there hasn't been an audit of Fort Knox since the 70s. So who knows how much gold is really in there? No, no, that isn't. That's just that's just to contact me. If you wanna, if you, my Cash App or Venmo is just Stack That Gold, and you should see my logo for my channel, so you know it's me. But please don't, please, I really don't want you to give me any money. I mean, you really do not have to. If you give me too much, I'm gonna just buy some silver or gold and give it away because I'm not good at accepting gifts. That's just me personally. That has nothing to do with you. I do appreciate the sentiment though. You know, STG is well off if he lives in New York City and not in a rent controlled apartment. Definitely not rent controlled at all. Never will check Knox. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen, unfortunately. But I seriously think there is gold there, and I seriously think they keep it. What do you call it? For a reason. Like they don't acknowledge it, they don't deny it. I think they do that for a reason. Come back in a day or two, might be double the 74.37 price. Send him whiskey. You want to give me 350 pesos? Hey, I'll take it. I'll accept that IBG. I'm gonna give one, I'm gonna give at least one of them away though. I try to grow my channel. When I hit 5,000 subscribers, I'll give one of them away. How about that? I'm in New York. I'm in New York City. My trainer, when I first started truck driving, lived in a rent controlled apartment there in New York City. Yeah, I mean, you know, it depends. There's like it's not always based on your income either, you know, but most of the time, yeah. And you know, there's some elderly people that are paying nothing. They've been in those apartments for, you know, 30, 40, 50 years. And I think they should be in those apartments, you know? I don't think it's right to kick elderly people like that out. But people who cheat the system, yeah, I don't agree that they should be in those apartments. You really got good at accepting money in about 3 seconds. Hey man, I can't help it. If I like 50K, hey, if I like 50, if it's, you know, if it's a few bucks here or there, I don't, you know, I really don't want it, but hey, if someone wants to support me with gold, who am I who am I to say no? All right, take care, Brian. Have a good night. I started small, stack that gold. Nice. And that's the thing. I really recommend, you know, it doesn't. if you whether you have a lot or you don't, start off small. I mean, I kind of went big when I first started. I bought two 100-ounce Scottsdale stackers back in 2020, right when the pandemic hit in March of 2020, because I knew from back in 2008 during financial crisis, I knew once there's a crisis, the price of precious metals are going to go up. So I bought two Scottsdale stackers for $18 an ounce, and I sold it last year for $39 an ounce. So I'm okay. I'm pretty much content with that. Like I said, I didn't know silver was going to go up to over 100, and I was able to get this for free with the profits. So I'm not complaining. Not always about making the most money, and I reinvested it in precious metals, so it's all good. Yeah, I'll check my phone after. I'm doing a live stream now from my phone, so I can't check right now. Um, but I'm kind of curious. Did you send it through Cash App or Venmo? Because I'm using my phone right now. That's my favorite Onza. What, the 50 pesos? Oh, take care, Avocado. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, man. Oh, you're coming back. Okay, okay. Back when gold was $1,200 an ounce. I remember that, man. Come on, man. I don't need a laptop. You think I need a laptop? Let me show you something. Let me show you something, Charles, since you mentioned that. Okay. I got I got two laptops I use for work, okay? I got this HP. Oh, I don't want to show my face. I got this thing. Okay, I got two laptops I use for work. I don't think I need a laptop. Please do not send me money. Please. I will just buy precious metals and give it away. I'm serious. I started in 2019 and so much has happened since then. It sure has. It really has. When I started, gold was around 17.50 an ounce. Silver I bought earlier. I bought at 18 an ounce. So my dollar cost average is doing pretty good right now. Although I've been buying, I continue to buy every year. I do my year in review. I tell you guys how much I pick up every year. You guys can check that out under my playlist if you're interested. I think we all wish we would have started earlier. I think that's one regret all of us share. I'm sorry that I bought watches. I started buying watches about 15 years ago, and probably should have bought precious metals instead. Yeah, exactly. Pandemic definitely brought a lot of people into stacking, including me. What's going on, Theodore? Tikanis, my my friend from Greece. I'm doing good. Hey, I got a few laptops and made money. They are free, so I trust you with it. If no, then no. I sent a small amount just to bless you. Thank you so much, Charles. I appreciate that. That's that's Sekoliniki. I'm trying to say it. Well, he lives there. He's from Greece, so Oh, you're from Athens originally. Oh, that's cool. It's all Greek to me. Trying to see if I have any ancient Greek coins here now. Let's see what we got here. Someone sent me some ancient coins, and I'm trying to see if I have any ancient Greek. You know, I went to a coin show recently, and they had a lot of ancient coins. Probably half of the coins there were ancient coins. I have a lot of ancient Roman and Greek coins there. I'm not really into ancients too much. I only have like, aside from these little ones here that someone sent me recently. Here, I got the smallest gold coin in the world right here. Isn't that cool from India? Isn't that cool? Yeah, I got different coins from around the world. China, Qin and Han dynasties. Someone sent me those. I thought they're pretty cool. I don't have any. Surprisingly, there's no ancient Greek coins in here. I'm kind of surprised. It's definitely cool. There's so many. There's so many ancient Greek and Roman coins that they made. It's like it's just crazy. I try not to get into ancients because there's a few people in the community who are into ancients, like Long Live Coins. He's into ancients. Big time Greece. I'm not into coins, to be honest, unless I find it while fossicking. Nice. Yeah, I wanted to take Greek in high school, but my school only offered Spanish to me, so I was forced to take Spanish. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to go metal detecting. I want to get a metal detector and just like go to the beach, when the summertime comes here. I know it's the summertime in Australia now, but that'd be cool going metal detecting, looking for gold and silver jewelry. And it's good if you go to some historic sites, especially, I know, like if you go to Greece, there's so many historic sites there. I'm sure you could easily find some ancient artifacts. Better visit the creeks and get a pan. I know you could find gold pretty much everywhere in Australia, right? You gotta go to Western Australia, right? That's where my friend Akadaka Stacker is. He's near Perth, and he worked for a mine before. Everywhere. Victoria has a lot of flower gold. Nice. Yeah, I know in Western Australia there's tons of mines there. It's a huge industry in Australia, mining. Queensland can find some nuggets. Hello Stranger Nugget. Remember that one? Yeah, they got some crazy. It's so hard in the US to find um gold nuggets now from like riverbeds and stuff like that. I mean, it's just so rare to find that in the US now. I'm sure there's still some isolated spots that haven't been discovered, but it's extremely rare to find above ground gold in the US anymore. Queensland can find some nuggets. Nice. Yeah, I got my mate Akadaka Stacker in Western Australia, my mate Peter J in Victoria. I got my friend Simbunji in Tasmania. There's a few Aussies. There's Kane Fry or Friday. I forgot where he's at. I think he's on. I think he's closer to where you are. Grand Canyon. I don't know. I don't think there's any precious metals in the Grand Canyon. I would highly doubt it. I know California used to be a huge, location in the U.S. for gold. California and Alaska, mostly on the western part of the United States as well. It's kind of funny because in Australia too, the western part has a lot of mining. It's the same with the U.S. A lot of gold and silver in Nevada, California, Alaska, Idaho. There's the Sunshine Mines in Idaho. So majority of the mining in the U.S. For precious metals, I think, was on the west coast of the U.S. All right, Spoke. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay up too late. I might stay up another 15 minutes or so. Tassie has some fair gold only because it's not as populated. Yeah, my friend Simbunji Coin Adventure, uh she's been on here recently. She took a break from YouTube, and she mostly does noodling, and but yeah, it'd be cool to go down there. She lives there in Tasmania. What's going on? GBZ, welcome in. I'd love to go prospecting, just panning or something, looking for gold. That'd be awesome to do. It's kind of hard for me living in the city, but yeah, it would be cool to go. We actually have in New York State, upstate, Herkimer, New York. There's the Herkimer Diamond Mine you could go to, and you could look for diamonds there. They let you search for diamonds, and that's pretty cool. People have found loose diamonds there, worth thousands of dollars. You pay a small fee, and yeah, you never know what you're gonna find there. Tassie has some fair gold. Yeah, I saw that already. I keep telling my friend in Australia that he should just get a metal detector and just like, go somewhere look for some gold. Perth Mint sells diamonds. Yeah, I know. They have a little gift shop there. They sell all sorts of gems there. I've seen, especially opal. I know opal is also a big commodity in Australia. They produce a lot of opal. Speaking of prospecting, do you have any Englehart prospectors? I do. I don't like them, but I do have them. I think I have every year except 1986, which is kind of weird because it's a very common date. I think I pretty much have all the years. Maybe 1987 I'm missing. I don't know. One of the years, either 86 or 87. But I have two or three 1983s, surprisingly. I have a complete set of 1985, including the fractionals, and they're actually gold plated, believe it or not. So yeah, I have pretty much all the prospectors, but I don't really like them. So I don't even know if I don't think I have a full set. I think I'm missing a common date one. Argyle pink diamonds, nice. Yeah, I don't hate them, but it's just I don't know. I just don't care for them too much, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of prospectors. I don't get me wrong. I love Engelhard. I love Engelhard bars. You know, 1 ounce, 10 ounce, 5 ounce, 3 ounce size. I had three of them. Um, I love Engelhard. It's probably that's probably my second favorite vintage company or third. I did my top five favorite vintage companies. Engelhard is definitely up there. But Homestake Mining is definitely my favorite company for silver, for vintage silver. Yeah, prospectors are okay. I mean, I don't hate them. It's just I just, there's a lot of other stuff that I like a lot more than prospectors. But I get it. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I love Engelhard. I really do. Yeah, so Simple Smith, you said you're in Brisbane, so you're near the Gold Coast, right? I heard they have some pretty nice weather there most of the year. My friend was always complaining. I know right now it's summertime and it's kind of the reverse here. It's winter time in the US. My friend's always saying he wants to move to the Gold Coast during the winter time. Yeah. It's getting late here. It's almost 2:30. I think I'm gonna call it quits soon. Another 10 minutes or so. So guys, let's see what precious metal prices are doing. Gold is down $355. Silver's down $11. Isn't that crazy? I'll give it to you in AUD. The price of gold is 65.44 AUD and 106.51 AUD for silver. It's like Blackpool in the UK. F Gold Coast and expensive. Yeah, I don't know. I just heard you guys got good weather there. I don't know if it's true or not. Spoken like a true Aussie. Oh man. I wish Akko was in here right now. He took down all his precious metal videos, unfortunately. I feel bad for him. But he's in he still has a couple up. There he is. Good day, mate. You got another Aussie in here. Simple Smith is from Brisbane. Opposite ends of the country we got in here. Shouldn't you be at work, mate? You on your lunch break? Or you say Avro break? Yeah, sorry to hear that. I know they're gonna have the digital ID in Australia. I don't think that'll ever happen in the US. I don't think it's gonna happen here. Seems like a lot of people peeled out. Oh, you've done your 9 hours. Wow, you must have been up early then. Oh, seems like the people are leaving. I don't know why. I got my first donation, Aka. Someone in here sent me a little something. I didn't check yet. But if he sent me enough to buy some silver or gold, I'm probably gonna, buy something and give it away. What's going on, Renee? Welcome. Who is upside down? Aussies or us here in the US? You decide. Oh man. Aussies are down under, so I don't know. You tell me. They don't say they're down under for nothing, right? Simple Smith, look at this. Look what I got here. You know what this is, right? I will, Aka. I think it says it's gonna come on Tuesday. An emu. But you see, no, normally it's a dodecahedron, right? I know. I know. My mate Aka sent me a video about that, about not being able to win against the emus, the emu wars. I know all about that. He educated me on that. 1966, 50 cent. This is 80% silver. Yep, exactly. You called it. I'm trying to educate your fellow Aussie here who may not know about it. What's going on, Supreme Ginger, man? This is a rare appearance. I haven't seen you in a hot minute, man. How you been? You still doing pours? You doing some dragon pours lately? Just chilling tonight, talking about the precious metal prices dropping, waiting for it to bottom out so I could buy. Just got done prepping sand, about to head to bed soon. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna head to bed soon too. I'm gonna end the stream probably in another 5 minutes or so. That's awesome, man. How do you like these prices of precious metals going down? I think it's a good buying opportunity. You might wanna start to stock up on some silver shot. Wait till the price bottoms out. Buy some silver shot. You're ready for silver to go down hardcore? Well, this might be the start of that. You never know. I think it will stabilize around the 4,500 mark. You're talking about USD or AUD? Because it's already at around 45.50 USD. So it's possible. Oh, USD? Okay. Yeah, it's possible. It's anyone's best guess, right? You don't do AUD. Well, I do AUD because I have people in Australia that I need to send money to or get money from. So I'm always converting back and forth. It's kind of harder in Australia to get precious metals. The variety is somewhat limited. I know. I feel really bad for you guys, but I mean, the plus side is you have the Perth Mint, which comes out with some amazing products. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I know most of it's traded in USD anyway, so I get it. All the Perth Mint products that come into the United States, they actually come here to New York City first. And Bullion Exchanges is it's known by a lot of people in the community. They're based here in New York City. I think they're one of the largest, if not the largest, uh, distributor or dealer of Perth Mint products in the U.S. I couldn't afford an ounce of gold at 1,800, let alone 5K. Oh man, I know you got. You still did you pay off your loans, Ginger? I know you had like some student loan, right? That you're trying to pay off, or a mortgage, was it, or both? I know you have. I think you had student loans, right? The 2.5 ounce from Perth Mint is a beautiful little cast bar. Sounds like a nice bar. I haven't even checked that out. I'll have to check that out. I haven't seen that yet. I love the Perth Mint stuff. I want to get a little what do you call it? Little square cube about that big of gold from the Perth Mint. I picked up last year. I had an Engelhard, vintage Engelhard, square button of gold. I got Engelhard Australia 1 ounce button of gold. It's really nice. Typical and so insane gold trader. I don't trade gold. I just stack it. Oh yeah, the 1 ounce cast bar is like a square button. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think most. I think that's like a truly unique Aussie thing because you really don't see those here in the U.S. Too much. Um, I mostly have seen it from the Perth Mint or ABC Bullion. What is this? Typical liberal trait to buy. Yeah, I'm buying gold. Can you afford this? Can you afford to spend $6,000 on one coin? Do you have that type of money? You're calling me a liberal? You don't know who you're talking to, dude. Seriously. To hedge against inflation, okay? To hedge against inflation. That's what I do. That's why I buy precious metals for my retirement. Well, you have nothing saved up in your bank account and you're a broke ass motherfucker with zero money saved up. I'm gonna have millions of dollars in precious metals, okay? So you need to leave right now. Biatch be gone. I these trolls usually don't get to me, but you know what? I'm just pissed off tonight. What's going on, Stuart? I'm glad you were in here to catch that. Oh man, exactly. In Australia, it's plastic, but here it's still paper in the U.S. Thanks. Oh man. These people, they have nothing better to do with their lives, you know? I kind of feel sad for them. It's just you just gotta laugh at people like that, you know? They got nothing better to do with their lives. It's pathetic. Well, that's nothing in Australia. You guys curse like you guys breathe air there. That's just cultural in Australia. Oh man. don't know. There's trolls that show up in these live streams. I watch Mr. and Mrs. West Texas, and they get a ton of trolls all the time. Let's have a go at the crow. What's going on, Joseph? I'm pretty much gonna end this in another minute or two. So I appreciate everyone stopping by. Don't let the door hit you as you leave. Yeah, it's all good. That was easy. Come on. They're just trying to get a rile out of you, you know. And I don't need this bullshit at 2:30 in the morning. You know, I'm just gonna let them have it because, you know, I don't want to take this bullshit before I go to bed. I'm glad I got a little laugh out of it. So, yeah, keyboard heroes. All right, Simple Smith, thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Block Blockers, Jerry Parker, Simple Smith, Emperor Wang, aloha, man. I'm just about to end the stream. Oh, man, I didn't make you a moderator. I gotta make you, brother. We gotta fix that real quick. We just had a troll in here, so it's all good. It's time to rest up. Work, don't stop. Exactly. It never ends. It never ends, man. All right, guys, I appreciate everyone staying in here, chatting with me tonight here in the U.S. I know it's the daytime there in Australia. Early evening, probably in Hawaii right now. So thank you all so much for stopping by. I appreciate everyone in here. I even got my first donation tonight. I'm going to see how much someone gave me, and I might do a giveaway. Who knows, guys? I don't know how much this guy gave me. I appreciate it. And thank you all so much. Please like, subscribe, and as always, stack that gold. Have a good night and a good day, everybody. Take care.